What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Figured it's a good time to do this. Y'all will see the reason for those stickers soon. I just ain't uploaded the video yet. Hopefully this wind isn't on the camera. I chose here because I just stopped to mow this place. And what I'm trying to do while you're getting such a weird angle of me, the wind is blowing like mad and I'm trying to block it. So let's do a review. 525 LST Mark II LST. So the reason I can review this already, if you're asking, is because I've had LST. This is my original, that's why I put it on here. It's 2014 or 15 model. I think 15. Still perfect. So what I wanted to say is I like it, and there's one negative I don't like. Like, for instance, you know what they've done? Besides using the handle, you see this handle right here, off their company they own called Red Max. This is the exact that I love. They did a good job there. Then they done a good job there. The trigger, I swear, is twice as, see how flimsy? I swear I think they've hardened that up. This right here has that, you can put if you do fleet, they have fleet management programs and stuff. I think this is where you put the chip in there. And then there's another little chip to do a diagnose thing too in there. So that's why that was redesigned. All right, you can clearly see they changed the design of this because they had to design that. You see this and that, several differences. All right, I swear, to make an easy sum up of what they did to this trimmer is they made it feel better. Like, a lot of complaints people used to say, and I didn't give the complaints. I did sometimes way back. Everybody said the triggers are flimsy, so that's always been a complaint, and they feel cheap. That's what people say because they're so light. And I'm like, you're mad over a trimmer feeling light and cheap? I said, you know how nice it is to hold a 10.8 whatever pound trimmer all day? It's nice. I love these things. This one feels better. This one's heavier. I can tell a noticeable amount. I bet you, I don't care what it says, and with that full tank of gas, it has to be over a pound more, up to 2. So it kind of feels like a Red Max 2060, but it's not a Red. It's clearly not a Red Max, their other brand. I love the darn thing, but well, the gas tank, as you could see, is bigger. They changed the spout. They changed the back. See how the spout was long, and now it's short and fat. I don't have an opinion. I don't care. This one they started putting professional, when that one they didn't, but it's the same trimmer. This one's just, I bought this one in 2019, I think, or something. I've got several, I can't remember. I've got a lot of trimmers, okay? All right, their handle's the same. This is different. That one's round and that one's more finessed. The best part about this is the choke. Listen to that. They have really improved that choke to where it's like, I call it fancy feel. It feels like a, I don't know, like a fancy trimmer. It's very nice. Last video you seen, the air filter has been improved. It's 2-stage. There's 2 filters in there, a pleated filter and a foam pre-filter. It's got rubber handles. These have no rubber nowhere, which that's fine. These things weigh nothing. It still has the isolated handle, which means I've showed it in a video what it looks like. There's these little rubber pieces that go on the side, and what it does is it keeps this from touching that, basically, and the rubber in the middle of it takes a lot of the vibration. They still have a solid shaft in it, but like I said, they've added electronic stuff. And here's my favorite part, believe it or not. My new rapid reload head I bought and put on it. I do not like the T35 or T25. I don't like none of their regular head. So cosmetically, this is the most pleasing trimmer I have. It's the titanium forces in it. I've run this thing a couple days and I love it. This head is so nice. It's smooth on the bottom, unlike the other ones, which I have no problem with the other ones. This one just feels better. It looks better, but what I'm saying is that's what they've done. They've just made it feel better. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels better. It feels higher quality. Now here is the fatal flaw. Is it a fatal flaw? No, not fatal. Is it a very annoying, very annoying flaw? Yes. When they come out with these trimmers, they was using what's called a Husqvarna. They had a 326, they had the 223Ls and all. God, what the frick, wind? Look how hard it's blowing everything. It's getting on my nerves. It's blowing that cold front in. It's gonna be 20-some degrees all week, starting this tonight. So that's what it's doing. Anyway, what was I freaking saying? Stupid wind. I don't remember. Anyway, they fixed it by, you would get your elbow burnt, right? So they, look at this, nothing. There's no heat up here at all. Well, Husqvarna did it again. They have officially put whole slots back on top of the exhaust. Look, here and here. That blows hot air on my elbow and it gets on my nerves. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have bought this trimmer. I'm serious. Because I did order it when I showed that other video. And it overlapped. And I wasn't paying attention. So, that's my fault. Is it a deal breaker? No. It sounds, I don't know, man, this thing sounds better. I don't know if they've changed the muffler, the inside of it, or what. I don't know. It sounds a little different. It's kind of, it sounds more expensive, if that's a way to explain something. I don't know. Like I said, they've stiffened that up. I mean, it still bends all the way forward, but you got to actually put some oomph. As to these are like, you know, easier. Still has the same cutoff. And like I said, they've just added electronics and stuff to it. That's really nice. A bigger gas tank. The plate sucks. Look at that compared to that, because the gas tank's so big it makes it look weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's protected. I've dropped this one and this one. God dang, this one's, look, it's completely bent every which way. I need to clean this trimmer. Look at that. Ugh. This one ain't no better. These things have so many hours on them, it's ridiculous. This one is my first one, and this one is my last one so far. Now, that's almost a deal breaker to me. I was very upset. Look right here. See these vents? I was so upset. I made a video and I didn't like it because I came off real angry about it, because they did all that work to fix the elbow. Everybody back in the day, do y'all remember the ones that's been around longer? They fixed that with this. In 2014, they released this thing to fix that and redesigned it, and then you didn't get burned on your elbow at all. There was no heat on it. And what did they do? They freaking put another slot on the top. Why? What did you do to, why did you do that? You know, people like that, that's 45 speed limit. And did you hear how fast he just went? If he was scraped off side of the road, I wouldn't even give a frick. I'm so sick of motorcycles. I don't know. I noticed there's a little shield there and ain't nothing like that. They've done a lot of little things. The exhaust, it looks the same to me. It just sounds different. I don't know what Husqvarna has done. I have no idea. What I need to do is take it apart, and I might do it. That is my only thing I don't like, though. When you're using it, and my elbow likes to stay right here because I one-handed a lot. It blows hot air on my gosh dang elbow, and I got so mad. Oh my gosh, was I so mad the other day. I was so upset because y'all know me, I love weed eaters. It's like my football team. You know, if y'all love sports, you know, Husqvarna, Steel, and that's my sports teams. And when they screwed that up, I think they screwed it up. I don't care what anybody says, that's a screw job. And I'm very upset, like very upset. All right, so you're gonna say, do I recommend it? I don't know. It is such a smooth trimmer. It cuts good, it feels good. I don't like the extra weight at all. I think that's a part of a deal breaker for me. The whole point of me pushing these trimmers on my channel is the weight. Yes, they're durable, yes, they're nice, blah 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 blah, with no vibration, but now you're putting electronics and crap, which is fine. I don't think it's just the port and then the chip goes right there, but you got to buy that. It's not in there. But you changing that exhaust and making it burn my arm. I'm sticking with these. This one feels better. Like when you're trimming, it feels like a Lamborghini versus like a Corvette. I've never drove a Lamborghini, but I imagine this would be your finest automobile, and this would be like a hot rod. Real light, fast, nimble, and this one's more, you know what I mean? It's just so smooth. It sounds so good, and it smells good because it's breaking in. And I like it, but the weight, I do not like the weight. I do not like the weight. Husqvarna, I do not like the weight. Please don't quit making these. I think you have. These are going to become the old FS85s that I'm still wanting one. They're going to be like the trimmer that you can't believe they quit making. Everybody's going to say, you got one of them original 525 LSTs? You got any of them? So get them while you can, because I think that Mark II is going to replace it, and it's going to burn your elbow or blow hot air on it. Maybe the way you trim it won't. See, that's another thing. I want to be fair. My arm may be bigger. I may be holding my trimmer different. You may never feel that, but I will not lie. I cannot lie. I like big trimmers, and I cannot lie. It blows on my elbow. That other than that, absolute perfect, except for it's heavy as a freaking mother fricker. But you know, when you start putting rubber on here and all this crap and this and that, you know, you got to add weight to it. The gas tank is, you know, added the most weight. As it gets lighter, noticeably as it gets empty. That is the third or fourth tank, so I've used it enough. Highly recommend it, but I don't recommend it until they come out with a fix. Like back in 0326 days and stuff, they started making a cover for that, so you don't burn your elbow. So what I was thinking, that was so stupid. I was like, Husqvarna, you went and fixed something that was burning our friggin' elbows and everybody was happy, and then you do it, you go right back to the old design of the open on top. You might say it's to make the engine last longer, blah blah. I don't give a gosh dang. I'd rather the engine blow up in 1 year than my arm get burnt the whole time I'm using it. That's why I don't use one of them other trimmers I got, you see me, that I never on this truck, because it freaking gets hot, because the whole side of it's open. Y'all seen it. You know what brand I'm talking about. It's red and black, and the exhaust gets me. So anyway, yes, it's fantastic. I don't know if I can recommend it because of my elbow. I'm really disappointed. Like when I started using that, I was so excited. Y'all don't even know. I am that weird with weed eaters, string trimmers. And then I was like holding it, and I said, wait a minute. And it started blowing hot air, and then when I was edging with it, blows on your face in certain angles. That's why I don't use the black and red one much. So if that don't bother you and the way you hold it, buy it. I have no regrets, even with my arm getting hot air blowed on it. I have no regrets. So just like these two mowers, I have no regrets. These are better though, because they don't get hot and they're lighter, way lighter. But I made a video of starting this for the first time, so I'm not gonna crank it for y'all right now because there's no point. I'm gonna try to put it into this video. I really need to shut up. I've been 15 minutes standing at a property. I ain't even mowed it yet. Look how good that looks. When it's on and spinning, it looks even better. Anyway, peace and chicken grease.